Hello and welcome to my video on the Sam F. Davis Stakes. It's on Saturday at Tampa Bay Downs and it's part of the Derby Trail, so let's see who's going to win. Now, I already have the morning line favorite Change of Command up here, and he's on a 2 race win streak coming into this race. He broke his maiden by 6.5 lengths on December 17th at Gulfstream, and then he won an optional claimer by just a neck on January 5 in a mile and 1/16 race. And that was his debut in a two-turn race. Let's take a look at the January 5 race just to see if there's anything that we can see. Right here you can see Change of Command is pressing the leader Cardinal. They're ready on the far turn. They went mild fractions for the mile 1/16th race. 23.91 for the first quarter. 47.57 for the half mile. I wouldn't say those are blazing numbers, but they weren't slow either. They were just somewhere in the middle. And it seems like Change of Command is going to take command here, but Cardinal keeps fighting back. The impressive part, though, is that they separate from the other horses, so the other horses can't even be seen in the picture at this point, although the camera does zoom in. Change of Command holds on to win by just a neck, but the other horses are way behind. And there was a decent horse behind them called Rigel. Rigel is the number 2 horse. He's on the inside with the white face. And I don't think Rigel is a slow horse. There's another pleasure horse in this race that we're going to talk about called Tireless. And Rigel actually beat Tireless at Churchill Downs. And here he is. He is not even within range of Change of Command in this race. He's 6.5 lengths back. So I thought it was a good race. It's hard to avoid playing Change of Command if you're going to play this race. Let's take a look at Copper Tax, who is number 7 in this race. And he recently finished 6th by 14 lengths in the Remsen Stakes, but he had a tough trip. Just to show visually what kind of trip Copper Tax had in the Remsen, let's take a look at the race on video, at least the early portion of the race. Now, Copper Tax is on the outside. He's the number 9 horse in the teal color. And he's going to go about 5 wide on the first turn. And keep in mind, they're going at a fast pace. And you never want to go wide when they're going at a fast pace. You never want to go wide in general, but it hurts more when they're going at a fast pace compared to when they're going at a slow pace. Because you have to work harder to keep up if you're going to take the first turn wide. Now, Copper Tax is still wide right here. And he's not going to really move from that position throughout the race. When they spread out in the stretch run, he's still going to be... What is he right now? 6th? He ends the race 6th. So, I just wanted to show that first turn. Because it was a bad first turn, and he loses by 14 lengths. But I thought he ran against good horses in that race, including Dornach, Sierra Leone, and drumroll please, those are all good horses. And I think we can forgive that race from Copper Tax. Before that, he was 5 for 6. That includes a win in the Rocky Run Stakes at Delaware, where he beat Crazy Mason, who is in this race. He beat Crazy Mason by 7 or 8 lengths. So I think Copper Tax is a good horse. He's my second choice in the race. Now I want to talk about both Pletcher entries. First, let's take a look at Tireless. Now, he's 12-1 on the morning line. He doesn't have a fast race on record yet. However, he was pace compromised in that January 14 race, where he was initially a stalker, but he ran down his stablemate Roughshod and won by 3/4 of a length after facing 24 and 49 and 1/14 fractions as the stalker. He did make an early move, though, into that half mile. As usual, it's always best to watch the race to get the full picture, so I have it set up right here. Tireless is 4th right now. He's about 3 or 4 lengths behind Roughshod, but he's going to make an early move right here. Officer Derek is also going to try to get a little closer. The half mile posted in 49.64. So Roughshod had an easy first 2 quarters, but Tireless is now going to make it work right here. Officer Derek is struggling. Roughshod still on the lead, but he has to work now because his stablemate Tireless is right there. Tireless, who overcame the 24-24 opening quarter in 49.64 half mile to pull within even of Roughshod. And Tireless is mostly being handwritten here. He was hit like once or twice, but for the most part, it was a very confident ride. It was impressive because he overcame the slow pace, but I know the speed figure isn't anything to be excited about. I think in this race, he will get a little more pace than that. And if he gets more pace and gets the right trip, I think he can outrun his odds. If he's double-digit odds, 10-1, 12-1, that's good value for this kind of horse. He might face some traffic from the number 2 post, but I think he can do it. The other Pletcher entry is Agat Road, and he's going to be more popular than Tireless. Agat Road is 7-2 on the morning line. The problem is his last 4 races were on turf. He did run second in the Dania Beach at Gulfstream Park. He was 5th in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. He did win the Pilgrim Stakes at Aqueduct. But he does have a dirt race. Agat Road was a closing second in his career debut on August 5 last summer at Saratoga. You can't expect a baby horse making his career debut at Saratoga to run a fast figure. Some of them do, but it's not really expected at that point in their development. He lost by a nose, which is fine. Just like with Tireless, I think if there's pace, that Agat Road can come late, but Tireless is slightly more reliable because he has more dirt races on his record. Well, he only has 2 dirt races, but they're more recent. Both of the Pletcher horses can win. I prefer Tireless because of his value, and as I said, he has more recent dirt races than Agat Road. So I'm going to play Tireless to win, and I'm also going to back wheel him underneath Change of Command, Copper Tax, and Agat Road. So I'm going to play Tireless in first and second, and that's my play for the Sam F. Davis Stakes on Saturday at Tampa Bay Downs. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your bets. I'll be back another week.